Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Today is Saturday. It's October 4th, 2025. We are back with another live session. Welcome in, everybody. Share the link to the live, notify people who might benefit from updates for the DV. Let them know that we are live and we're here to do a few updates. Please share the live. We're live on TikTok as well, and we're live on YouTube. Saturday, 4th of October, 2025. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining in. So if you're not able to jump on the live, especially on YouTube, this particular video will be available later. So you can always go back and listen to whatever we have to say today. Welcome, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for joining in. Please share the live. We're live on TikTok. We are live on YouTube. Can you guys hear me? Last time I did a live stream for the first portion, like 5 minutes of the live, my audio kept cutting off and I didn't realize until later. So can you guys please let me know before we continue that you can hear me? Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Represent your area where you are listening from. How is your Saturday? Happy Saturday, guys. Good afternoon. It's about 1 o'clock here in Delaware. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. Modwa Mobi, thank you. Thank you for joining in from Dubai. Thank you from Kenya. Ishmael. Ishmael Sana, I'm doing fine. I'm just waiting for people to join in so we can have like a chit chat about any update for the DV and what is going on. You are in Sierra Leone. Yes, you guys can hear me. Real TBT, you can hear me loud and clear. So I'm not having any gaps in the audio. That's what I'm trying to avoid because I want the audio to be clear so that you guys can, if you're hearing me, you can hear me well. And if you're going to listen to this recording later, then you won't have any gaps in the voice. So you will not miss anything. Irene Masharia, you're in Olkalau constituency, Nyandarua County. Okay, karibuni. I think it's about 8 o'clock in Kenya. How are you guys in Kenya? My family members, my community in Kenya. How are you? My followers everywhere in Africa, in Dubai, all the regions that participate in the DV lottery. I welcome you all to my live today. If you're new here, my name is Lucy Mwangi. I go by Lucy Mwangi USA on YouTube, on TikTok. Thank you for joining in. I do content about ways to come to America with heavily focusing on the diversity visa program because in my opinion, once you go through that process and you come to the US, it's one of the easiest ways to integrate yourself with the US system because you don't have to worry about all the other processes for adjusting status and all that and the other. So I heavily concentrate on diversity visa lottery. I do a lot of research on that. I continue to learn every day about it and share whatever I find out. I try to share as much as possible with you guys so that we can all be knowledgeable. A lot of people want to come to the US and they ask me, how do I come to the US? I do content about that. I also do content about life in the US as an African because it's not the same when you're an African immigrant and when you are like born here, it's not the same. We have our own challenges that we face. Different departments. I work in healthcare. We have our own challenges that we face as Africans who work in healthcare. Some people don't want to talk about it, but it is what it is. It happens. So we go through a lot. Going through the immigration process, if you came using a visitor's visa or another non-immigrant visa, the processes of trying to get a green card, That is also a challenging process. It's expensive. There are very many challenges. There are different routes that you can go about that. And I try to talk about that too. I also invite other people who have gone through the diversity visa program to come to the channel and share their real experience, because there's nothing as good as hearing from the horse's mouth. The other thing is that different people and different embassies in different regions, different countries have different processes. So when you hear somebody come on the channel and say, I went to Ghana, Accra Embassy, and it was this particular year, it was this DV year, and this was what happened. At least you can have an idea of what is happening in my country. Somebody comes on the show and says, I went to Kenya, the Nairobi Embassy, and this was the process. It gives you a better, a clearer idea of what to expect, and it's more current than going on these websites and trying to find out from other people that maybe they are not even from Kenya. So if you're a DV winner from whatever region, from whatever year, and you would like to appear on my show, you can just leave me an email. It's lucymwangiusa@gmail.com. So .com. Karibuni sana. Karibuni sana. I welcome you guys to the show. I welcome to the live. I don't know why I keep calling it a show. It's not a show, it's just a conversation. But welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. I'd like to acknowledge Kobe. I really like your content. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Thank you, Blessed Soul, Mondo Amobi. Thank you, Bobo. Thank you. Ishmael, thank you very much. Thank you, Aish. Thank you, Chumba. Thank you so much for liking the live. Share the live so lots of people can join. All right. This is what I wanted to say. So the 2025 DV lottery is over. It's over for a lot of people. It's very disheartening for a lot of people. I got so many messages on TikTok for people who were saying they were selected, but they did not appear for the interview. They did not get their second notification letters. That is not unusual because, as they say way ahead of time, when you're applying for the DV, they usually say applying and being selected is not a guarantee that you're going to get a visa and eventually end up in the US. So having that notion ahead of time and being mentally prepared for that, I think it makes you have a better and a softer landing space when things don't go the way you thought they would go. That is, if you don't end up getting a visa. So I feel bad for everybody who did not get their interview. They did not get. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you guys. But I feel bad for anybody who did not get a chance to present themselves and get the opportunity to qualify for a visa. But that should not deter you from moving forward this year. I know 2027 DV is hanging up in the balance. We really don't know what is going on. We are confused about the entry period, when it's going to be open, lots of questions surrounding that. So Saina Godwin, is it true that DV will not be done this year? We don't know. We're waiting. We are waiting to hear. Joining Tahir, you're joining live from Nakuru. Thank you for joining from Nakuru. Thank you, Mike M. Hi there, tupo site. Karibuni. Karibuni sana, karibuni sana. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for sharing the live and liking the live on YouTube. Share the link, please. So 2026 DV processing has begun. I put out a video asking people to give me feedback, whether or not they have started receiving their second notification letter. I'm happy to report that I got a lot of feedback on TikTok. So TikTok, thank you very much for always responding to me and letting me know what's going on in different regions. I appreciate that. Because there's no way of me knowing like exactly what's going on if I don't get feedback from people from different regions. So I do appreciate that. I don't take it for granted. So I got some messages from people saying that they already went for the interview. So the visa bulletin for October is out and for November. So the cutoff for, I was looking at the visa bulletin, and the cutoff for Africa for right now, I think is 17,500. That means that the first batch of cases, if your case number is 17,499 and below, your case is current, meaning that there's a visa available for you. So you should be expecting to get a second notification letter anytime now. So that also depends on your embassy. So if your embassy is proficient and is processing the visas quickly, then you receive your second notification letter, and you will go for your interview. This year, I hope it's going to go faster. I hope it's going to work out better for people, especially in Kenya, that we won't have the issues that we had last year of the delay in sending the second notification letter. I think they waited for like there was a 6-month gap where there was nothing happening. And it was very, very frustrating for the selectees. All right. So one thing I wanted to say is that as of right now, for people who are asking if 2027 DV has been announced, it has not. It hasn't been announced, and I've been checking the website, and I think I checked it like 10 minutes ago, and the portal was still not open. And then as far as the passport, that one too, it hasn't been announced. So I'm assuming and I'm hoping that once they announce the DV entry period, they will put all that information together. They will let us know whether the passport will be included this year, and they will let us know whether the $1 visa fee is going to be included, and how are we going to proceed with that. All right, so Magnet saying, I'm watching from Ghana. We couldn't get interview date for DV 2025. Can we apply for 2027? Absolutely. Yeah, you should apply. I encourage people to, even if you're selected this year, and even if you are selected in 2026 DV, go ahead and apply. Go ahead and apply for DV 2027 once we get it, the go ahead or the entry period announcement. David Ken on TikTok, up to as of passport, has it been approved? We're still waiting. We're still waiting to find out whether it has been approved. If anybody has any other information about this, feel free to let us know. Carlton Authentic Watches, when is the day? I really don't know. Ken, you're welcome. Ma Diema, must one have a passport to apply? So right now, I don't know. Real TBT also saying, I just pray that they don't introduce the passport thing. So right now, it's not official that they need a passport or they don't need a passport. Eventually, down the line, if you're familiar with the DV process, you know that you will need a passport at some point. So my advice is usually for people to be proactive and start applying for the passport, because what if they come up and say, now you need a passport? What are you going to do? You're going to be like struggling and trying to rush. Some of these processes take a long time. For example, trying to get a passport in different countries, it takes a long time. So just be proactive and get one. Raquel, thank you for joining. Thank you guys for joining. David Ken, thank you, and for sharing the live. So congratulations to all the selectees of the 2026 DV. I know a lot of people are very impatient, very, very impatient. There's a lot of impatience going on. People are sending me their case numbers, talking about my case number is like 15K. I haven't received my 2NL. Just be aware that they just recently started the processing, because officially the 2025 DV ended on 30th September. of 2025. That was just a few days ago. So now they're actively processing 2026 DV. So just be patient because you still have time. And I'm not saying slack and don't do anything. I'm saying don't panic when you don't receive your 2NL in the next few weeks. It might take a while because the 2026 DV is going to end on September 30th, 2026. So you still have like a whole year to go through the processing and all that. So, and a lot, yes, real TBT, a lot has changed with the current administration. It's ridiculous. You really don't know what to expect. So that's why I'm saying be proactive because they might wake up tomorrow and post it on the, even if there's a government shutdown. They might wake up one day and say, okay, now you guys need a passport. You're not going to be able to apply without the passport. So everybody who does not have a passport within that entry period, and then also be aware that the entry period is only for a short time. It's not the whole time. It's like 4 weeks or something. So don't expect to get a passport in 4 weeks. I don't know how Kenya is nowadays, but going by what I know, it might take longer than that. So you miss your opportunity. Isn't it better to be proactive and start processing your passport now? Because you never know. You're right, real TBT. It's so true. You never know nowadays. You never know. Anything can happen and all these changes. Nimo Sheikh, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the live, Evelyn and Darso. Thank you guys for joining the live. So yeah, don't panic. Don't feel like you're late because the processing just began a few days ago. I know people received their 2NLs. They started receiving their 2NLs in October, maybe in September. I'm not sure, but we have just started 2026. So don't procrastinate and don't be so nervous about it. And Kay, in Kenya, it's a week to get your passport. Okay, so it has become better. If it's better, then that's good. Then go ahead and start processing to get your passport. That way you can have it ahead of time. I'm glad to hear that. That's really good news. All right, share the live, guys. Share the live. Ask your questions. Ask your questions. There are some people who sent me a message on TikTok, I think it was yesterday, talking about they had their DV 2025 visa interview on the last day, on the 30th. Can you believe that? On the 30th, the last day. That must have felt very good. Imagine waiting, and getting your visa on the last day. That's awesome. So congratulations, everyone who got their visas for 2025 DV. Is it possible to do a medical to another hospital then you take it to an embassy? So when you get your 2NL, and correct me guys if I'm wrong, when you receive your 2NL, the second notification letter, it notifies you or it gives you a selection or a specific place to go for your medical. These are the approved providers that will do your medical. So just read that and see what the instructions are and follow the instructions. Okay. And a lot of times they send this information straight to the embassy, unless it's the chest x-ray, the CD for the chest x-ray. Sometimes they'll give you that and tell you to take it to the embassy. It depends. Okay. Mike, it appears that the DV lottery will be more stringent and favor skilled migrants due to the current political atmosphere. Having said that, there may be a correction in 2 years. Yeah, you never know. Right now, we just go with the flow because there is always this executive orders being passed, all these rules coming up. Every day you wake up, there's something new. So We never know. We also hope that the travel ban will also be lifted at some point. So you just go with the flow, keep yourself in the know what's going on, and act accordingly. Nur on TikTok, my case number is less than 250 in DV 2026 and failed my DS 260 and interview in Germany. Wait, what? You already got your what you call it? Your interview already? That's great, but 250 is low. That's good. Is it Teacher James or something saying my network or I'm not getting you? Can you guys hear me? Somebody's saying they can't hear me. What happened? Uh, what happened? Is that Teacher James or what? My network. Is it my network or I'm not getting you? Can you guys hear me? A thumbs up, please, if you can hear me before I continue. Okay, Kiplan, you can hear me loud and clear. Jody237, thank you guys for joining the live from Kenya. I appreciate you guys. Bahati Nakuru, that's my hometown, guys. That's my hometown. Thank you for joining the live. If you have any questions, Real TBT, thank you for your feedback. Are you in Kenya? On YouTube, it's clear. Okay. All right. Teacher James, you're now getting me. Thank you. Maybe I moved the mic a little bit. Let me move it closer. Just let me know if you guys, if I'm breaking up or anything, or if I'm good. If I'm good, we'll keep going. All right. All right. Very good. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. So, if there's anybody here that is new to the DV, every year I realize that there are people who are new to the diversity visa program. They do not know anything about it. And so I usually send them to this page. Real TBT, you are in Kijabe, Kiambu. Okay. All right. Thank you. The last born on TikTok, you're asking, Washafungua, have they opened the DV? No, they haven't. I don't know what they're waiting for. A lot of people are saying they're speculating that it's going to be on the 16th of October. When I did my live on the 1st of October, people are like, "Oh, Lucy, it's too early. It will be open on the 3rd." The 3rd was yesterday. I looked at the site and it was still not open. Today is the 4th. I looked at the site, it's still not open. So I don't know. Some people are speculating that it's going to be on the 16th. Reason being, that's when the $1 fee is supposed to be implemented according to that publication that came out on the 16th of September. So we'll wait and see. We wait and see. On and off, I'll be coming on live to give updates if I hear anything new or lack of updates. If there's nothing going on, I'll still let you know. But as of right now, today being the 4th of October, I have not seen the site is not open. The portal is not open yet. Okay. So Nur, you're saying that I'm case than 250, and yet I haven't received my 2NL. Have some people received it? Yes, some people have received. The one person that I got a comment from TikTok on yesterday said they already received for 2026. I'm hoping that's what you're asking. Please share the live and like the live, guys. Thank you. Kobe, Madam, please, after receiving the 2NL, how long does it take before your interview? So the 2NL is a second notification letter. It tells you it's just an email notification sent to you, and it tells you go to the website, the ESC page, where you confirmed that you had been selected. Go back to that with your confirmation number, and there are some updates for you. When you go there is where you get that letter. Now the second notification letter is there. It's an interview invitation. So in that letter already, they're going to let you know the date, the time and the place where you're going to go for your interview. And then, so you go to for medical. There is more information on that letter. So make sure you read it properly and carefully and extensively. What about the passport? It hasn't been confirmed yet. It hasn't been confirmed yet. Guys, make sure you do your photo correctly. I did a live 2 days ago about how to make sure that your photo is meeting the standards for the DV. Go to travel.state.gov and type photo requirements. All that information will come up and you'll be able to know what to do. So don't get disqualified because of the photo. Don't get disqualified because of the photo. Lots of questions about how we're going to make the payment for the $1. So they have not told us exactly what the process is going to be. They said that it's going to be an online government portal. My speculation and my assumption, and this is just purely my assumption, is that at the place where we usually go and apply for the DV at travel.state.gov or dvprogram.state.gov website, that's where we go to apply. They are going to link another, hyperlink or link another place where you can click on and make your payment before it lets you submit the application. But once they figure that out, they'll let us know and then we'll share. Anke is saying, hey, Lucy, my national ID has 2 names while the birth certificate has 3. I would use what's on your birth certificate because that's what you'll take. What's on your birth certificate? What's on your passport? That's what I would use. Guys, share the live on TikTok. Share the live and let other people know that we are live talking about any DV updates for 2026 and 2027. So as of right now, the DV entry period has not been announced. We are still waiting. If you recall, last year, by September 26th, we had already known when the DV entry period is going to be. I had already done a video about it. But this time, we really don't know. We really don't know what is going on with that. So let me show you what I'm looking at, because some people are like, how do you know that it's not open? Where do we check? So if you're new to the DV program, this is where is it? Is it here? Yeah. This is where you check. This is where you check whether the DV program, I'm on TikTok, I'm on dvprogram.state.gov. That is the official website for the DV lottery program. That's the only website you need to apply at. So don't be conned, don't be scammed, don't go to any other websites. So you see what it says here, the entry period for 2026 was between October 2nd and November 7th, 2024. Once this portal is open for 2027, it will say the entry period for DV 2027, and it will put the dates here between whatever date and whatever date. Entries are not being accepted at this time, so we are not doing the DV 2027 yet. Kaka kuona Muhammad, habari yako? Mi niko poa. I'm okay. Ask about me. So thank you guys for joining. David Ken, thank you for joining. And thank you for sharing the live. WN on TikTok. What's the right procedure now to change the embassy location in DS 260? The date when it will start, that's the young metal preacher. I don't know. That's what I'm talking about right now. The it's not open yet. It's not open. So Let's go back here. It's not open. All right. So the process to change, so you have to contact your embassy if you have to change the DV interview. So it depends on your country of birth and the country of residence. All right. Oh, somebody has a question. For people who are joining right now on TikTok, we are talking about DV 2026. The processing has begun officially. DV 2026 will run from October 1st, 2025 to September 30th, 2026. So we have that 1 year to get the processing, to complete the DS 260, to pay the application fee, to go for the medical, to go for the visa fee, for the visa interview, and after that to come to the United States. I heard DV is opening today. Oh, oh no. I haven't heard the news. What's your source? What's your source? Let us know so we can go there and check. Nikki Oredia. David Mwangi, I'm not selling anything. David is asking on TikTok, what am I selling? I'm not selling anything. I'm just here talking about the diversity visa program. Barack Mid, bado haijaanza DV lottery, bado tunangoja, bado tunangojea. We are still waiting. Are you guys clicking on tapping the screen? So on TikTok, we don't get dropped. Thank you. I appreciate that. There's no source. There's no source. I just had its opening on the 4th. Okay, it hasn't opened yet. It hasn't opened yet. Thank you for the gifts on TikTok. I appreciate. Thank you for the gifts on TikTok. But they should. Sam says, but they should start it now. Yeah, they should. As last year, they had started it by now. They had already announced. So I don't know if you're confusing those dates, because last year it began on October 2nd and ended on November 7th, 2024. So I don't know if you're confusing those two dates and those 2 years, but it hasn't started yet. Jamie, how are you? Thank you for joining on TikTok. ZK say, can we use one card to pay the $1 fee for multiple people since not everyone has a credit card? Yeah, it should let you do that. I don't think the portal, it shouldn't be. I don't think it will be linked to the information on your entry. So I feel like if I apply for you and you don't have a credit card or a debit card, I should be able to use my card to pay for you and multiple people. As long as they get the $1, excuse me, I don't think they should worry about who's paying for who. The same way, I feel like if you go to an agent, for example, if you have somebody, like you go to a cyber and you ask somebody to apply for you and they use their credit card to pay and then you pay them cash, or you refund them, I think that's acceptable. I don't see how that can be a problem. In the DS260, WN is saying, in the DS260, I filled Nairobi Embassy, but I'm residing in Kuwait. So I want to change to Kuwait Embassy. What I would say is, I don't know how Kuwait is doing. I would compare those two embassies and see how is their performance, because you might jump from a frying pan to a fire. You know what I mean? So find out how Kuwait is performing in comparison with Nairobi before you make that decision to change the embassy. Because Nairobi could be doing well this year. Who knows? I pray to God that it's doing good this year. and Kuwait could be doing badly. On the flip side, Kuwait could be doing very well, and then Nairobi is not. So if you have those two options, just gauge to see what is going to work best for you. All right. Same question, I think, from Ishmael Sane on YouTube. Hey, Lucy, how about the $1 payment system? If you don't have a card, can you use someone else's card for the payments? I believe you should be able to do that. Baraka Miad says, what are your names on TikTok? It's the same. I use Lucy Mwangi USA across all the platforms. The only one that is a little bit different is Facebook, and it's just Lucy Mwangi. You can find me. It still has my logo. Trust the process. Lucy Mwangi USA. You can't miss it. How about Senegal Embassy? How about it? Dark coffee. Dark coffee on YouTube. Yeah, I have to hydrate, Maze. You know, talking is not easy. Talking nonstop is not easy. Lazima ukunywe maji kidogo. All right. Joe. Hello, Lucy. Could you make a clip for us in summarizing the latest cost in medical and other fees? Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Guys, how much are you paying if you've been to the embassy recently? You went for medical. How much approximately are you paying for your medical? It's per applicant. It's per applicant. So whatever you're paying, you multiply that by the number of people on your application. So let me put that aside for our video to do, summarizing the latest cost in medical and other fees. So DV fees total, including medical. So the one that I am sure about so far is the visa application fee, which is $330. So after completing the DS-260, you need to pay $330 per applicant, per person, per person. So that one, you have to put that one aside from the get-go once you've been selected and you've applied for the DS-260. Okay. Chadrin, when is the DV lottery opening? It hasn't been announced. Etienne Chisen. Wakikosa hapo wakuje Canada. Uko na form? Uko na form ya Canada? Help people out. Help them out. People want greener pastures. You're Melody. You are Melody. Hi, Aden from Garissa. Can I apply now? Hi, Aiden. No, it's not open yet. Once it opens, we will let you know. Guys, please share the live and tap the screen on TikTok because I don't want them to start sending me a message saying I need to complete a puzzle because they're going to drop me. I tried. Hold on, guys. I tried 4 times but failed, but later successfully got a Canada visa. Okay, how did you do that? I don't know a lot about Canada, so if there's somebody who has information about, because not everybody needs to come to the US. US is more difficult as far as immigration. So if there are other places that you can try your luck, like if you can go out of your country and try something outside the country, then by all means, use legal means, don't do illegal activities. So keep yourself out of trouble. Okay. I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name, but it's like Iachisen or something. Iachisen. You have ways of going to Canada? Well, through what? Was it through school or through like what kind of visa? Will I be affected? I was in the USA on a K1 but never married. I came back before it expired. Ooh. Okay. I think if you follow your visa requirements, if you abide by each visa has its own requirements. So the K1 has its own rules, the F1 has its own rules, all these different visas. The visitor visa has its own rules. If you abide by that and you don't let them expire and you don't overstay, you should be able to apply for other visas. I don't think you're going to have a problem. But I'm curious and I'm not being nosy. I'm curious to find out what happened. How come you didn't go through with your K1 visa? Okay. Okay. Is it a work? Okay. HSN say work visa in Canada. Okay. All right. Very nice. Very nice. I'm curious to find out how you went about that. Okay. Joshua Munyao, welcome to the live. Passport traveling document, will it be needed during application of DV 2027? Yeah, that's what we are waiting to see. That's what we are waiting. Those are some of the things that are still pending. The $1 fee is still pending. The passport is still pending. And the entry dates are still pending. Those three things are very important, and we still don't have any information about whether they'll be implemented or not. Thank you for that clarity. We were not yet ready to get married. Okay. Yeah. I get that because the K1 visa, for those who don't know what it is, it's a fiance visa. Once you get that visa, it's a very temporary visa. You have 90 days to get married to the US citizen, or you leave the country, go back and figure it out, and then try again next time. Yeah. So I'm thinking that's what happened. Thank you for sharing the live, guys. I appreciate. It's 1:42 a.m. Let me have lunch and I'll join you later. 1:42 a.m. or p.m.? p.m. in Canada. Is that what you mean? All right. Enjoy your lunch and come back. Hopefully, we're still going to be here. Thank you so much. Enjoy your lunch. Shadrin, about the F1, yes. The K1, sorry. The K1. You said you're exactly right. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes things happen, and it's better to, and let me deviate a little bit and talk about K1 visa. I'm not very familiar with it, but I will tell you that, Chadrin, I'll tell you that maybe you escaped something that you could have regretted later. When you marry somebody, a US citizen for that matter, be sure about what you want to do. Be sure that you want to get married. Be sure, try to know that person. And I know some people say, oh, I just want to come to the US by any means necessary. But don't do something that you're going to regret, because things can change, things can turn for the worse, thinking that you're here to better your life and you end up messing your life. Know the person, try to know the person who is helping you with that. If it's real love, even if it's real love, you know what I mean? Know the person, because they know if they are US citizens and they've lived in this country for a long time. And for example, you're coming from, let's say, Kenya. For some people, this will be the first time they're leaving the country. This is the first time they're coming to the US. They're not familiar with the US systems and whatnot. And so you're depending on that person for guidance and stuff. Make sure they are not going to lead you astray. So a lot of times, things don't go the way you thought they were going to be. Just educate yourself and keep your eyes open. Where in the US are you located? I left USA for my good. I escaped something. Hey, girl, I'm telling you, sometimes God works in mysterious ways. You don't know. You're being protected from something. I'm in I'm in Delaware. I'm in Delaware. It's on the East Coast. What state were you trying to come to, and how long did you stay in the U.S. before you went back? I know the K-1 visa is a 90-day visa. So did you stay for what? For 2 months or 1 month? How long did you stay? I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. You can try the DV lottery, try something else. You never know. France, Francie Paris. Hello, winning from Italy. How I want to come to the US forever. You want to come from. So, did you win already? Or you are trying to apply from Italy? I will share my story with you. I was there for 2 months. I was in Virginia Woodbridge. Okay. So, email me, Lucy Mwangi USA at gmail.com. Email me or you can inbox me there on TikTok. I would really love to hear, because the reason why we do these videos is not to sell anything. Like somebody was asking me, what am I selling today? It is to give information. Information is power. If I had some of the information that I know now, if I knew those things, I would not have made some severe mistakes that I made during my first years of being in the US, or even not even the first years, even later. I continuously repeated the same mistakes because of lack of knowledge, because of ignorance, because I didn't educate myself. So we do these videos so that uh, we can help somebody else, even if it's just one person. Somebody will listen to this video and say, oh, shoot, I almost fell into that trap. But because of this video, because I learned this, I avoided that trap, right? So sharing is caring. Do you offer host services? No, I don't offer host services at this time. So Francis, you're trying to apply. Yeah, go ahead and apply. Once they let us know when the entry period is, I will do a video and I will let you guys know. And it's dvprogram.state.gov. That is the only website where you need to apply. You can apply on yourself, on your own. You don't need to pay anybody unless you want to. Celebrity Morgan, information is key. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shadrin says, yo, the USA became so small for me. I bought a ticket on Friday and Sunday I was out. Yeah, it can be that way sometimes. We can feel that way sometimes. It can. It can. I wanted to just let people be aware that some people, some US citizens can take advantage of the person that they married. And this could be male or female. It can go both ways. So they can take advantage. They can use that as blackmail. They can use that to get money from you. They can use that to frustrate you. They would keep prolonging the going to the immigration. They will refuse to process the paperwork for you. They will just make your life miserable just because they are holding you hostage because they need to apply the stuff for you. So just be aware of what's going on with your partner if you're doing the F1, the K1 fiance visa. Which date, Ewevi on TikTok? Which date is the DV lottery starting? We don't know yet. We are waiting for that. Can I get a host here? Is there anybody here who offers hosting services? They can host DV lottery winners. Sharon says she became toxic, threatening me that I will be arrested, not talking. It's whatever she wants. Yeah, it can be that way. And I'm glad that I clarified that it can be male or female. They can torture you and make your life miserable. So I hope you're in a better space now. I hope you are mentally in a better space. I hope you try to apply for the DV lottery when it opens, and I hope you're more careful now because you've learned something. So email me, let me know what happened. I'll be curious to hear your story. Okay, I wish you all the best. Yeah, I wish you all the best. Okay. All right, guys. On YouTube, I don't see that you have any other questions. Hi, Aden from Garissa. Yeah, I already did that. Let me see. On Zimioni says, you ran away and left your dream country. Sometimes you have to leave and refocus and start again. Yeah. Yep. Come a movie. Yeah, it's like a movie. Thank you very much. It's my movie. Yeah, a lot of these experiences, you can write a book. Yeah, a lot of these experiences, you can really write a book. It's intense. It becomes very intense, and then you're in a foreign country. You don't know who to run to. If you don't have family here, you don't have like somebody to consult with. You don't know who to trust. You haven't made friends yet, and the little friends, the few friends that you're making, you don't know, you can't confide in them because you don't really know them. So there's a lot of mental torture that goes with being new in a new country, in a foreign country, just trying to adjust your life and starting afresh. It can be very, very depressing. It can be mentally exhausting. So protect your mental space. Uh, USA is not for the weak. Tell them. Welcome to the live. Uh, Hi, I dyed my hair, colored hair like white or blonde. Is it a problem when taking the DV photo? No, it's not a problem because that is the way you look now. They just want you to take a current photo that will show your current appearance. I don't think coloring your hair is a problem. Okay. To teach, you won but never got interview. For what year? For 2025 or 2026? For what year and which region? Are you in Africa, Asia, Europe? Where are you? 2025. Oh, yeah. What was your case number in what region? Africa. Okay. What was your case number? Because if it was a high case number, then more likely you were not called for the 31,000. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But which embassy, though? Which embassy? Was it Kenya or where? So it depends on the performance of the embassy. Nairobi. Nairobi walifikisha ngapi? What was the highest for Nairobi? Was it 27,000? I think Nairobi, they only gave up to 27, if I'm not wrong. 27,000. When is the visa lottery opening? Yeah, Nairobi, I think it was 25 or 27,000. Thank you. So don't lose hope. Just come back 2027 once they open and apply. Abby, around 25K in Nairobi. Okay. Okay. So all the best this year. If you were selected again, I hope that you can be selected. If you were selected back in 25, you can be selected again this year. Just keep applying. Keep applying. It's better to apply and say, at least nearly apply. That gives me a chance. You cannot have any chances if you're not participating. It's like me now. Every day, by the way, me and my friend, I have my friend here, her name is Helen. Every time we hear that somebody has won the Powerball is like the super big lottery, whatever. People play the lottery here all the time. So to win a lot of money. So the biggest prize is called the Powerball. So every time we hear somebody has been announced that won the Powerball like $450 million or something, we're like, oh my God, if I get that money, I can do such and such and such. But none of us applies. We don't apply. We don't apply for the. We don't play. We don't play the lottery, and so I don't know how we expect to win. We can't win. So it's the same concept. You can be talking about I wish I did this, I wish I did this, but you didn't apply for the diversity visa. Every year just apply. It doesn't cost you anything. And okay, if they add the $1, it's going to cost you $1, but then the benefits are the benefits are real. The benefits are good. Off topic. Real TBT. I did not find the Atlanta journey video. What is this video? Real TBT. Which video is this? It's not, it should be in the beginning of my early videos, like 2 years ago when I did my first YouTube videos. You should be able to find that. Emma, where is it? Which one in particular are you talking about? How I came to the US or I don't know. It should be there. It should be there. I'll check when I get off the live. Any news about DV 2027? No news yet. Sam, I won 2026. Okay, congratulations. What is your case number? What region? Okay. On TikTok, case number is 87. Is this good? Just 87 or 87,000? Just 87, because if it's just 87, that's really good. Chadrin says, talk about the hard part of earning money and working 3 jobs a day, my friend. My friend, trying to keep up with the bills. People are always working. Like me, when I got in a relationship and started now living life here in the US, it's difficult when I had my daughter, and so both of us had to work. So your husband is working and you're working, so you're passing each other like this at the door because somebody has to take the kids to daycare. People have to work. You can't just be a stay-at-home mom. I'm trying to establish myself in the US. I don't have like a good job, and so you have to switch. So the husband works maybe night shift and you work day shift. So it's just a lot. It's a lot because community is not that big, so you really don't know your neighbors. You don't know if it's okay to leave your kids with another person. How can you leave your kids with another person? The same family is going through the same things that you're going through, trying to take the kids to daycare, working 2 or 3 jobs. It's a hassle, but we make it. Frederick, Frederick, I have something in bulletin 150 when you. God bless you for your good work. You're welcome. Thank you. Reality check. Somebody's bringing some politics here on TikTok, talking about never marry a Kikuyu lady from Kenya. I'm telling you, that's not what we're here for. That is not the kind of conversations that we have here on this platform. We're here to educate, to inspire, and just to let people know life in the US as an immigrant, ways to come to the US if that's your choice, and the reality of living in America as an African. Any other business is not, this is not the platform for it. Okay. How you came to the US. Real TBT is saying he's looking for a particular video. How you came to the US. The first part of how you joined radio is there, but the second part of Coca-Cola tour seems to be missing. Oh, okay. I'll check. I'll check to see. Yeah, I had a really good time there. It was mind opening for me because it was my first time to travel. Okay. Sam is saying my case number is 87,944 from Africa. And that's DV 2026. That seems to be a high case number, but don't lose hope. Don't lose hope, okay? Don't lose hope. There's a year, I don't remember what year it was, that Nairobi Embassy, not Nairobi Embassy, they went up to like really high case numbers, up to like 100,000. So don't lose hope. We never know how this is going to turn around and turn out to be. So keep watching the updates, and also once it opens, don't forget to apply, even if you already won in 2026. Okay. So if you guys don't have any further questions, we've already been live for 1 hour. The purpose of this live today was to give you updates to let you know that the diversity visa program entry period for 2027 has not yet been announced. So up to this point, we don't know when the exact dates are going to be. The $1 registration fee has not been confirmed. The passport requirement has also not been confirmed. So those three things are very crucial for us to know whether we are moving forward with it or not. And those three things are still pending. We don't know yet. So once we find out, we'll let you know. On TikTok, Enid, you're saying, I want 2026 with case number 17K. Can I apply again? Yes. So as long as you don't have a visa in your hand, I would apply. I would go ahead and apply until you get the visa. Okay. Kingsway 254, I have inboxed you. I hope you can answer. Okay, I will check after the live. 3J community. My case number is 41,000. Is it a high case number or low case number? So if I don't know your region, I'm not sure what your region is. And because we don't know the total number of selectees for 2026, it's very difficult to range to see is it a high case number or a low case number. So once we find out how many people were selected in 2026, then we can be able to gauge. Also, it depends on your embassy efficiency. So if your embassy is processing visas quickly, then it might not matter. You'll be able to be reached quickly. And it wouldn't matter whether it's 41,000 or not. Thank you guys for joining the live. If you guys don't have any further questions, then we can close the live. But before we close the live, can you guys help me reach 7K likes on TikTok? Tap the screen, please. Tap on the screen because TikTok is saying there's no activity. So please tap on the screen as you continue with your day. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate. We are now at 7.1K likes. I appreciate you being here. My name is Lucy Mwangi. I go by Lucy Mwangi USA on TikTok and on YouTube. I talk about ways to come to the US with heavy focus on the diversity visa program. I also talk about life in the US as an African immigrant. So make sure you follow me on TikTok. I'm also on Insta and Facebook. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lucy Mwangi USA. Bye, everyone. I'll see if I'm able to join the live again tomorrow. If not, I will do updates, short videos on YouTube and also on TikTok to let you know what I find out. If the entry period opens this coming week, I will let you guys know. And whatever updates that I find, I will let you know. Right now, we are under a government shutdown. Not sure how that is going to affect the diversity visa lottery program and the process. My understanding is that they're still processing visas and passports. So, but when I go to their different websites, they're saying there could be like a slow in communication. You might not get your responses as fast as you used to. So I'm not sure how long the shutdown is going to be, but we'll keep you posted if anything changes. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good evening and have good afternoon wherever you are. And I'll see you guys in the next video.